Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Today we'll learn about a theater production here at Troy University that'll give us a origin story of some pretty famous characters in literature. And my guest today, Micayla Johnston and Sam Haskins, with Peter and the Starcatcher, correct?
Yes.
So the Peter involved in this, Peter Pan.
Absolutely.
Spoiler alert, we're talking about Peter Pan, but this is an origin story about Peter Pan, one that some folks out there may not be familiar with. Tell us a little about the production here. So,
Well, in this production, it's based off the novel Peter and the Starcatchers, and we get to meet how everybody in the world of Peter Pan comes to be who they are. How we get to learn where Neverland, even the name Neverland, comes from. We get to discover who Peter Pan was and how everybody on all the Lost Boys, the pirate crew, how they end up exactly where they are.
So an origin story of a beloved character that a lot of people have seen, but it may be a different take, a revisionist kind of take about how we found out about it. So how does it make you feel to be playing with the characters that are so well known?
It's really interesting and really cool because we are introducing them into the world before they were the characters in Peter Pan. So it's been cool to toy with the ideas of, oh, this is how they were before this happened, or this is why they end up having the characteristics that they do in Peter Pan.
And let's talk about the characters because, Sam, you're actually playing a character that anyone familiar with Peter Pan will know. You're Smee, so even a character such as you, who would traditionally not be a top tier character in Peter Pan necessarily, get a little bit of an origin story, right?
Oh, yeah. So. it's a wonderful. You get to meet everyone on the pirate crew, all of the Lost Boys, everyone in the Peter Pan. You really get to know them.
And how's it feel playing a character that people are familiar with and being able to show kind of where he ends up?
Oh, it's really cool. It's just you get the chance to really just not make it up because it's already there in the script, but you get to live that kind of thing. You get to be on that journey with them, and you get to see all the moments where they finally end up exactly where we all know they are, and just get to see, oh, of course, that's why he's that way.
And of course, to comparison, I say a known character because Micayla, you're playing a character that no one's gonna know,
right.
But they know how your story ends up. Tell us about the character you're playing.
So I play Molly. It is Wendy's mother, but when she was Wendy's age. So you get to hear the story of, the connection between Wendy and Peter Pan, and essentially Wendy's mom and Peter Pan. And I think it'll be really interesting for the audience to see the interaction between what Wendy's mom was like with her interaction in Peter Pan, because I think it's something that people don't necessarily think about all that often.
And of course, and for this, let the folks at home know, this is your first production here in the theater department, and because you've only been on campus for about a month now. so tell us about the opportunity to be in your first production in a fairly major role right here, and only been on campus for a little while now.
Right. It has been very humbling, and I'm very grateful to be able to be in the show with people that are upperclassmen. We've got fifth-year seniors in the show, and so I've just been trying to absorb all of their wisdom and knowledge and everything like that, but definitely and it's been a really cool experience and something that I wasn't expecting to be able to be thrown in this early on in my school.
And now the production, this is not a musical, but it has musical numbers in it. So explain to me kind of how that works,
right.
How the difference between the two. So.
Right. It's a play, it's all the way through, but it's scored, and it's in a musical. Typically, the characters are so overcome with emotion they don't know they're singing. But in this play, we all are living our most, I guess, truest selves in this thing. We have our moments of pirate songs, getting to know On the Way to the Neverland. We have characters who, in their most, I would say, rushed moments or most sincere times, they get to finally just let it out in the most, I guess, fun way we could think about with song.
And singing, so through song. And just what is it like to be able to embody such a well-known story in a unique and fun new way?
For the first show I ever got to see on Broadway was Peter and the Starcatcher. I was really lucky to be able to come see it. And it's so fun to see, like starting as a kid when I first saw it, when it first came out in like 2011, 2012, to be able to come here and do it, it feels so, just so humbling, of course, but it's so I don't know. I feel like a kid really about them there.
So how does it compare, your show compared to the Broadway show that you saw?
It's pretty good. There's the standard that director Tori Lee has and assistant director John Gallis have is wonderful. They're treating us exactly like we have this process. The set's phenomenal. The costumes are beautiful, and and the actors, especially, we're talking about Micayla. She's coming here like a whirlwind. She's been breathtaking to watch, and it's wonderful to work with everyone.
All right, well, if anybody wants to check it out, when and where can they see it?
Yes. We're going to have 2 weekends of the show, actually. So we're starting on the 12th, going through the 15th on the first run, 7 o'clock on the 12th, 13th, and 14th, and a 2:30 on the 15th. And the next weekend, the 18th, the 19th, 20th, and the 21st will be 7 o'clock shows.
All right. Well, an opportunity to check out Peter and the Starcatchers, and here and it's a Trojan Center Theater.
Yes,
Trojan Center
absolutely.
Theater. All right. Well, grab your tickets. They sell out quickly around here. So we'll break a leg, and looking forward to checking out myself. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
you.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.